So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2, week 2 of the Passive Income Secrets program, batch 2. And I, Captain Sanjay Vijan, on behalf of Mindrose International, welcome you on this day. And I hope you had a good session yesterday with Sri Harsha ji, who is very informative and always available for your post queries also. One of the masters in his subject. And I'm sure you will benefit a lot when you come across him more and more. Welcome, Sukumar ji. We have just started taking on from here, and welcome over here to you this thing. Today's topic, as I had promised, is going to be money management, the 6-jar theory, which we have learned. And I want to bring this to you because this is very, very important when we talk about finances, when we talk about money, when we talk about passive income, and how to build up, coming to the stage of passive income by managing your money well. Because unless you manage your money well, the passive income funda also goes for a toss. Because where will you get the money from to even do the small things of passive income? So your money managed well will help you to grow and shoot up in a big, big way. So let's start now. It's 7:04 p.m. and let's take it on from there. What is money management? Just a couple of definitions. Money management refers to the process of budgeting, saving, investing, spending, or otherwise overseeing the capital usage of an individual. That means the money that you receive, how do you spend it? How do you manage it? How do you save it? How do you invest it? How do you make a budget out of it so that it is put in the right perspective? Because money is an energy. Money is an energy, and unless you take care of the money, respect the money, and allocate in the right directions as per the laws of the universe, you will always find that money goes away from you, or the money doesn't last, or the benefits of the money, which we call in India, we call बरकत नहीं रहती है. बरकत नहीं रहती है उस पैसे की. वो पैसा यहाँ वहाँ हो जाता है, इतना कमाने के बाद भी वो पैसा बचता नहीं है. So that is what sometimes happens. So money management is basically the process of overseeing your own cash. Your own cash. Okay. The idea is that you stay in control of what you have coming in and going out, and that you know how to use your money very sensibly. Many people earn money. A lot of people earn money. It's not that people don't earn money. They have their jobs, they have their businesses, they have various sources of income. But somewhere along the line, they are not successful in utilizing that money. And when it comes to really putting that money to use, or for an expense that they really want to do, which is really, really urgently required, they find that they are always running short of money. Or at the end of the month, they are running short of money. They are earning a very big fat salary, but at the end of the month, they find that they are running short of money. After 20 days, 25 days, they feel, money is not there, paisa khatam ho gaya hai. कहाँ चला गया पैसा? Where is my money gone? What have I done? I'm still not living a luxurious life or something, that my money, so much of money I earned in this month, where is it gone? So making money is a very important thing. No doubt, making money is very important. Managing money is equally or even more important. Managing money is even more important. So managing money should be really at the forefront of anybody. And as we go through the various topics over here, you will understand what we are trying to get at. Why manage money? If you, Robert Kiyosaki says that if you do not know how to take care of money, the money will stay away from you. You do not know how to take care of your money, it will stay away from you. You need to know how to take care of it to manage it well. So financial management is about meeting long-term and short-term financial goals. And how do you do it? You ensure that your why this managing of money is important is because it ensures that your financial needs are fulfilled. Whatever your financial needs are, that, you want to have your day-to-day expenses taken care of. You want your all your other covers to be okay. You want saving. You want for your rainy day. You want for your retirement. You also want to be as per the universal law of giving. You need to be giving. So all your financial needs are taken care of. You and suppose you have a contingency coming up, like you have an expense, the medical expense, or you have your children's education, admissions. You want to send them to good universities in India or abroad, or you have a child's marriage coming up. You have to plan for that. So all these things are taken care of at the time when it happens without having too much of headache, stress, tension, or anxiety. It's coming and you've taken care of it. You have done the planning for that and it is going to take care. Of course, a lot of things happen in our life which we never anticipate or unplanned for. But at least, the shock factor will not be so much. Anything can happen. COVID has thrown open a lot of possibilities at what can happen to a human being. But at the same time, the people who have sensibly managed their finances and what they need to do with them have been able to come out of it without too much of a headache. They've had their challenges, no doubt about it. But the challenges have been overcome. Every human being is going to have challenges in life. But the challenges have to be overcome. If you keep talking about the problems will never go. You have to think solutions. I always say this. Think of solutions, because every problem has a solution. And as my coach and mentor, Infinity Karthik, has taught me, that complex problems have simple solutions. So never think of a challenge or a problem as a, kya ho gaya, pahad gir gaya or something, very calamitous has happened. No. Some complex problems, if you sit down and think and put the pen to paper, you will find the solutions are very simple. The problem seems to be very, very complex and big in nature. So your financial needs will be fulfilled. It helps you in managing your income. Whatever income is coming, it is managed well. There is budgeting, there is saving, there is expenses, there is personal finance, there is financial security is there. Your assets increase. Your net worth and assets increase in the period of time. As time passes by, your net worth and your assets are increasing, and your standard of living also increases. It improves, your standard of living gradually improves if a person is managing money well. Otherwise, what happens? You earn as much as you want, लेकिन आपको पता है कि मैं उसी स्टैंडर्ड में रह रहा हूं. Same kind of life you are living, though you are earning more, you are not able to, change your standard of living. You just blow up money here and there. You spend on the wrong things. You considering them to be very, very essential. You are just spending it on them. And then you are realizing at the end of the day, aap jahan ho, wahin pe ho. Maybe, after 15 days, 15 years or 20 years of working very hard, earning a lot of money, but you realize, oh, yeah, I was living in a one-room kitchen or a one-bedroom hall kitchen or a two-bedroom hall kitchen. I really needed a bigger place, but I could not upgrade myself. I was riding a scooter all my life. I could not even think of buying a car. लेकिन मेरे से कम कमाने वाले लोग, people who are earning much less than me, have really upgraded their standard of living, and they are even going out for holidays, and they are, going everywhere. Their family is wearing good clothing. They are able to spend money on their, recreation, on their own things and all. But I and my family, why this is happening to me, that we are not able to, हमारे लिए challenges ही आते हैं. Why my money is not having barakat? Because if you reflect back, you will find that money management, financial management is not happening in the right perspective in which it should have been happening. These are some money management myths. Money management myths. One is that money management restricts your freedom. ये लोग सोचते हैं कि अगर मनी मैनेजमेंट किया तो my freedom will be gone. अरे I am earning money, I need to spend यार on myself. I need to be free, to spend my money. It is my money. कल किसने देखा है, कल आए ना आए, आज के लिए जियो, कल क्या करना है. But reality ये है The reality is this, that managing your money is the only way to eventually create financial freedom, which is the true freedom. People think my freedom is going to be restricted if I get into money management, but actually they will become financially free. Freedom of money, freedom of time, both will come to them if the money management is good. So this is a myth. People think कि money management किया ना तो यार freedom चला जाएगा, मैं आता जाता हूँ घूमता हूँ. Especially the younger people, nowadays I'm seeing in the millennials, people who are young, having good education, good jobs, they feel, अरे नहीं यार, my money is coming. I mean, I've seen my children happening to them, अरे डैड पैसा आ रहा है और आईफोन ले लेती हूँ, ये ले लेती हूँ, वो ले लेती हूँ, मैकबुक ले लेती हूँ. क्या तुम इसके इतना पैसा कमा रहे हो कि सब वो ईएमआई में लेके और फिर अपने आप के ऊपर प्रेशर डालना और पे करना, और कितना जाता है, यू आर नॉट इवन रियलाइजिंग. So managing the money, knowing where to spend, how much to spend is very, very important, because it is not taking away your freedom. Actually, it is giving you freedom where you will be able to do exactly what you want in the later stages. The second thing is that there is not enough money to manage. ये एक दूसरा myth है. This comes to the people. There is not enough money to manage. But the reality is that only when you begin to manage it, then you will have plenty of money. The universal rule is that unless you show you can handle what you've got, you won't get any more. That is the law of the universe. That is the universal law, that the universe, the creation, has to see that this guy is capable of looking after the money that I'm giving to him, so I can give him some more. There are so many tales, parables, stories, ancient time, where a good manager was always rewarded, and a bad manager of money was, whatever he had was also taken away from him. So many, all our olden scriptures and everything, there are so many fables and so many stories like that, that a bad manager was told, jo hai wo bhi de do, or a good manager was told, you have this much, take more, go. So you must have the habit and skill of managing even a small amount of money before you can have large amount. When you manage the small money well, it will grow slowly, but exponentially it will start growing in a short period of time, and you will realize that you've taken a very, very fantastic step. Some of the myths I have put in this picture over here, which say that, people think that, oh, you have to be rich to invest. No, you don't have to be rich to invest. You could be earning very, very small amount, and your investment may start very small way, but it will reap benefits, and in the long term, you will find that it is a great step you have done. Number two, what people say, saving cannot be done enough if you don't earn enough. No, that is another thing. They don't know how to manage the money. We will come to these steps in great detail. So myth number three is you should leave your money management to hired experts. To some extent, yes, some money management can be left to hired experts. But you should always be very clear what is happening to your money. The allocation, the apportioning of the money, where it is going, how much it is going, where the benefits are happening, that is very, very important. You cannot say कि I don't know, अरे मेरे को पता नहीं है, मैं तो कमाना जानता हूँ, मैं नहीं जानता हूँ, I don't know how to manage this money and all. I will hire some expert, let them do it. No. Even if you are hiring an expert, you have to be on the ground, ear to the ground, understanding what that money manager is doing, and he should not do something which is not known to you, because then there could be a problem. There could be an error somewhere which you will not know, and then he will just raise his hands and say, sir, आपको तो बताया था, ये वो आपने देखा नहीं. Number four, investing in gold is always safe and better. This is another myth which people have. Sometimes people have invested in gold and found that it is becoming a dead investment. They are not. They are just making it into jewelry, increasing the price of it by putting lot of making charges, and then it is just lying there, but not giving any returns. On paper, yes, maybe the price has gone up or the price has come down. That's depending on the markets, but they feel it is, at the end of the day, it becomes a dead investment, going from generation to generation to generation. that gold is lying there only, never used by anybody for any emergency also. So that's the last thing people want to touch, only when they are in emergency, and then they will go, suddenly they will find they are losing a lot of money on it. Yeah, definitely the other thing is there that investing in gold, in e-gold, is definitely a different option, where you are actually investing and it is not with you. And there, though there are charges applicable in investing in e-gold, but people at least are aware, and then there is a generation of income and revenue also from that. Myth number 5 is buying a home instead of renting a home. This is another money management myth which people have, कि we should buy a home instead of renting a home. और हमारे कंट्री में तो ये परंपरा है, मतलब जिसका खुद का घर नहीं है उसको तो पीपल दे लुक एट हिम एज इफ के ये तो कोई मतलब अजीब सा जानवर है. अरे तेरे पास अब तक तेरा घर नहीं है, तू 40 साल का हो गया, you are 40 years old, you don't have a home of your own and you are earning so much of money, सब पैसा उड़ा दिया क्या? तो खुद का घर नहीं है, मैं तेरे को अपनी लड़की कैसे दूंगा? How I'll give my daughter to you in marriage? You don't have your own, you are living in a rented home. But that guy has thought that the money that I am going to put up into a property of 1 crore or 2 crore of rupees, and if I don't have that money, though I have purchased the flat, I am putting so much on EMI and I am paying so much of interest. Rather than that, I can rent out a better place on a longer term of rental, this thing, higher, and I live in a better place, in a better area, and my money, that 1 crore, is going to give you so much money. Yes, unless the house is earning money. So that calculation has to be done, because a house, a property can be either an asset or a liability. So it is not always an asset. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते हैं कि I have a apartment, I have a villa, I have a row house, or I have a bungalow, and it is my asset. No, it may not always be an asset, because at the end of the day, if that is not fetching you an income and the value of that is not going up, then it is no longer an asset. It is a liability, because you will be paying taxes, you will be paying maintenance charges, and that all goes from your own back pocket. So there are a number of people who are well educated financially. Well educated financially, they say, and they do, what they do is they have a corpus. Say they have 50 lakh of rupees or 40 lakh of rupees. So he says, yeah, I can buy a 1 crore or 1.5 crore property, an apartment, I can purchase it. So, and my family will be living there, 2 bedrooms, hall, kitchen, and I can live comfortably. That will be my home. But I don't have the top up money, so I'll have to take a loan, and I will be paying every month 30,000-40,000 rupees or 50, depending on the rate of interest and the term that is available to him at that point in time, how much his eligibility is. He takes this and he continues to pay huge amount of interest, EMI every day. And at the end of the day, this apartment, which was 1 crore or 1.2 crore, actually usko ghar mein, when he goes to the final calculation, he realized it's almost cost him, more than 1.5 or 1.75, almost 2 crores also at times. So actually that apartment has actually cost him more. So he feels, because he is financially educated, he knows to put his numbers on the paper and calculate. So he says, rather than that, I will pay less money than what I am paying on the EMI for a better apartment, a larger apartment on a rent, and I'll live my life comfortably. I will live in a good plush apartment and I will live life comfortably. So this is a myth. People think yaar apna ghar hona chahiye, because that is the old tradition, parampara that has come in our culture, especially Indian culture. I mean, even my daughter, eldest daughter, got married. So we were thinking, "Arey, mera jawai ke paas apna ghar nahi hai." He was on rent at that time. Then of course he bought a home, and he wanted to mortgage his gold and something. A lot of things they did, and they bought a small apartment, and then of course he started doing well. Now But at that time, definitely the thought was there in our mind. Me and my wife were thinking, अरे इसके पास तो अपना घर भी नहीं है, कहाँ रखेगा अपने हमारी बेटी को? ये भाड़े में क्या शिफ्ट होते रहेंगे यहाँ वहाँ? ये था हमारे अंदर. So this was the old myth, you know. We all have it. I'm sure you guys will agree. How many of you agree over here that, you know, if a person doesn't have a home, how will you get your sister or your daughter married to them? ये दिमाग में है कि नहीं? Yes or no? डालिए चैट बॉक्स में. Yes, that's a fact of life. I mean, let us admit it. You know, we are not having that financial clarity and financial, education. हम ऐसे ही सोचते हैं. मेरी बेटी को अगर शादी करवाना है तो उसको पहला अपना एक उसके पास घर तो होना चाहिए. नहीं तो कैसे करवाऊंगा यार, मैं मेरी लड़की कैसे दे दूं? तुम्हारी नौकरी तो बहुत अच्छी है लेकिन खुद का घर ही नहीं है तेरे पास. मैंने सोचा था ऐसे. Coming from an educated background, doing a good corporate job in a very high position, सोच वही थी पुरानी. मिथ था. So this is what happens. These are the myths. Now we come to the money management jars. It is a very universal concept nowadays in prevalent, but we'll discuss this. This is more a discussion with you guys. So it is said that the jar number 1, your money should go to 6 different jars. 6 different jars. Jar number 1 is your necessities. In these necessities, 50% of what you are earning should be spent on your necessities. So here the quotation is this, that rich people spend within their means. Poor people spend everything that they got and beyond also. I am earning 40,000 rupees. My expenditure per month is 40,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees. And then my credit card bill starts also. And then I want to buy an iPhone. I want to buy this. I want to go for a drive. I want to go for a weekend. वो अलग है. But my expenses is so much. I am going to spend so much of money. I don't care. Why am I earning? So here he's saying poor people spend whatever they earn and even spend more than that. Once the money is there, even the money is not, it's there already in the bank. Salary has come. Credit card is going and credit card has got no limit. You keep on spending. You keep on spending. And you realize that almost 90 to 95% of what money you are earning, you are blowing it up. You are spending it. Maybe you're not blowing it up as in, you know, आप ऐयाशी कर रहे हो, लेकिन हर चीज, हर expense जो है, you find it is justified. See, justifiable. You justify yourself कि नहीं, ये तो जरूरी है यार, ये तो जरूरी है यार, इसके बिना कैसे आदमी जिएगा, इसके बिना कैसे आदमी जिएगा, इसके बिना कैसे आदमी जाएगा. तो आपका पूरा जो मनी मैनेजमेंट है वो lopsided हो जाता है. It becomes lopsided. You are not keeping a track of that. So, you know, this is poor people, what they do is they spend even more. Poor means poor mindset. Huh? This is evident by the high incidence of credit card debts. So many people buying on credit. I tell you, if you don't pay your credit card bill for 2 days late, if you pay 2 days late or 1 day late or even few hours late, the kind of bill that you get with the interest is exorbitant. I'll tell you a simple example. I am having a credit card from years, almost 15 years or so, maybe more. And I have been very particular. Before the due date, I always pay my bill. One time what happened is I was traveling and I was on a ship and I somehow was not having access to payment of that credit card bill, and I was to come to India. I got stuck somewhere in the flights and etc. And I came 1 day late and I paid that bill. When I went to pay that bill, I was shown a 36% interest charge on that month's bill. And that month's bill was a little high because I had paid for air tickets, I had paid for some other things and all that. So it was a huge bill. And 36% interest मार दिया था उसके हिसाब से, वो मार के मुझे दे दिया उसने. I was shocked. I said, 1 day I am not able to pay the bill, and actually through a problem. What the hell is this here? So I called up the bank and I told them, I said, listen guys, you see my past record, I have paid this and this has been a genuine problem. Okay sir, we will get back to you. Then one of the senior guys called me and says, yeah Mr. Vijan, I can understand your this thing. I have taken a decision with our management, all the standard talk, and we have decided to waive off the interest. And as you have been a very regular customer of ours, and you have paid all your credit card bills in time, so as a one-off thing, we will waive off the interest. I was so happy. आप सोचो कि जो लोग हैं जो बिल भरते ही नहीं है, क्रेडिट कार्ड पे मारे जा रहे हैं, क्रेडिट कार्ड स्वाइप एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे पैसा नहीं है बिल लेने का. I know people who come to me for counseling. Brother, I got 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs to pay, and those now people are coming to my home and they are troubling me and they are sending dhamki. What should I do? What prayer should I make? What did you do? Why did you spend so much money on the credit card and now interest ही तुमको मार गया, ब्याज ही मार जाता है. असल तो मारे ना मारे, ब्याज मार देता है. The initial amount doesn't kill you paying back, but the interest kills you. So they just buy items, and these people, what they do is they buy items that are very cheap rather than items that are useful. Net पे गए, Amazon पे गए, Flipkart पे गए, Myntra पे गए, or some other one of these sites, and buy. Millennial sale, ये sale, वो sale. Yeah, it's per month, sir. It is per month. 3% per month. 3% per month. That is why I said 36%. So, you buy items when you go on Amazon, this sale is there, that sale is there, 1 day of sale. ठक ले जा रहे हैं. कुछ काम का item नहीं. It is of no use. It comes home, it is lying there. I tell my wife and my daughter, I said, Amazon should have a depot in our building only, in our society. Because हर 10 मिनट में घंटी बजती है यार. Amazon आ गया. I tell my daughter, what are you doing with your money? You are not managing your money. Every 10 minutes there is an Amazon. Every 15 minutes there is a Swiggy. What are you doing with your money? Your mom is cooking food at home. Swiggy तो जैसे सगी माँ है. मैं स्विगी को सगी माँ बोलता हूँ और अपनी बीवी को बोलता हूँ ये तो सौतेली माँ है. ये खाना क्यों बनाती है पता नहीं, सिर्फ मेरे लिए या फिर मेड्स के लिए और अपने लिए. बेटियों के लिए बेटी खाना नहीं खाती है, उसको स्विगी चाहिए. मैं बोला स्विगी तेरी सगी माँ है. तो स्विगी, जोमैटो, Amazon, Flipkart, this is what is happening. And unnecessary things are coming, sir. Unnecessary things are coming. Yes, emotional spending. कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, चलो कुछ मंगा लेते हैं. खाएंगे भी नहीं. कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, चलो let's do Amazon. Let's do Amazon. Like Amazon is like doing Facebook, but with a tag on it. बस जाओ कुछ खरीद लो. चल यार आज बोर हो रहे हैं, चल कुछ खरीदी करते हैं. बोर हो रहे हैं, खरीदी करते हैं. ऐसे आइटम लेके आते हैं जिसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं है. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. और घर में आप देखोगे देयर इज सो मच ऑफ शिट, आई कॉल इट शिट, lying around which is of no earthly use to any living or dead person in this world. There are items, stuff lying at home which are of no earthly use in any form. This is what happens when you are money management. So necessities 50%. Rich people budget their money and track their expenses. They know what they are spending on. They treat each rupee as a money seed that can grow into a money tree, and they are prudent with their spending. They spend on what is necessary rather than what is cheap. They will buy a jeans from Levi's, which is more costly, or from some other big brand, which is costly, but they will buy because it is a necessity. I need it today. Not to buy hundreds of jeans from different brands just because they are cheap. कोई बेरे है, कोई तीसरा किलर है, कोई फलाना है, सबका क्यों है? वो सेल में आया है यार. सेल में आया तो लेते जाओ. जैक एंड जोन्स और समथिंग, बस 60% सेल दिखा रहा है. 60% में ले लो. फटा हुआ, चिथड़े उड़े हुए इधर उधर से, उसको जाके ले लो. वो पड़ा है, कोई पहनता नहीं, और पहन के जाए तो लोग बोलते हैं ले भाई 10 रुपया ले ले, ये 10 रुपया रख ले, तेरे पास तो 10 रुपया नहीं है, ऐसा लग रहा है कपड़े तूने पहने. So they know what they are spending on, and they treat each rupee and they spend necessary. So through proper budgeting, they know how much they have to spend on each aspect of their life, and they track their expenses. they know how close they are coming to their goal of life. Very important. The other day I was talking to my married daughter and I said, baby, you should have a money jars. Dad, इतना कहाँ कमाते हैं कि आप बोलते हो 50% नेसेसिटीज में डालो, बाकी का क्या होगा? मैंने बोला एटलीस्ट मेक अ स्टार्ट. I know for sure that you are earning a lot of money, but you are spending money on unnecessary things. Put only 50% and put the 50%, the other percentages. Yeah, Sonia ji, बोलिए.
सर, मैं आपसे जो पूछना चाह रही थी, जो बात आपने अभी जस्ट कही, मतलब जैसे हम लोगों का एक बहुत बड़ा इश्यू होता है इंडियन सोसाइटी में, अगर मैं सीधे सीधे वर्ड्स में बोलूँ तो एक दिखावा चलता है, स्पेशली नॉर्थ इंडिया में.
Yes, I am aware of this.
आपको ना, मतलब आप मैनेज कर सकते हो कि नहीं कर सकते ये आपको नहीं पता, लेकिन अगर आप जब सोशल फंक्शन में जा रहे हो तो आपको एग्जैक्टली दिखाना पड़ता है, नो आई एम वियरिंग दिस, नो आई हैव दिस, नो दैट, और उसकी वजह से बहुत सारा खर्चा होता है. मतलब मैं बोलूं कि सोसाइटी इस तरीके की हो गई है कि आप उधर जाते हो तो अगर आपने चीज रिपीट कर ली, स्पेशली लेडीज में, हम लोगों में ये बहुत इश्यू होता है. If you have repeated the costume, if you have repeated the jewelry, they will be like, तो इन चीजों से हम लोग कैसे ओवरकम करें? क्योंकि हमें भी पता है जो हमने 10,000 की साड़ी खरीदी है वो हम 10 बार नहीं पहन सकते.
It is a fact, Sonia ji. This is the problem. That this is a fact of life, and you have to take a decision whether I need to be a conformer. I am just going to conform with what other people are doing, or I am going to be different and I am going to become a very successful person, and then I will be in such a position that people will do what I am doing. I will be a brand on my own, and जो मैं ट्रेंड सेट करूंगी वो ही लोग करेंगे, और मेरे पास इतना पैसा और इतना मेरा एसेट बेस होगा, मेरा नेटवर्थ इतना होगा कि I will be able to afford it without any issues. I will be able to afford it. Now what is happening? Everybody is stretching themselves beyond limits. I know of a captain who was in Delhi, and he told me, यार संजय, was much senior to me. पता यार, दिल्ली में हम लोग जब शादी में जाते हैं, I have to wear Van Heusen or Louis Phillips और ये वो, otherwise so people will not even look at me. मेरे को मतलब कोई इज्जत ही नहीं होगी. मैं बोला सर, बॉम्बे में ना मैं आपको ना वो जो टैग आते हैं ना वैन ह्यूसन और लुई फिलिप का, वो मैं आपको खरीदवा देता हूँ. मेरा एक दोस्त है, वो टैग बनाता है. ले लो, हर पैंट पे लगा दो, हर शर्ट पे लगा दो, अपने आप के ऊपर भी लगा दो, तुम भी वैन ह्यूसन के हो. तो ये दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम which as part of this community, as part of our community, we need to overcome this and grow up and not be conformed to what the world is saying. Do not be conformed to the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And that is where your mindset has to change. That is why your money mindset has to change. Your mindset has to, your mind has to be transformed. It has to be rewired. It has to be reprogrammed. Okay, I don't conform to the patterns of the world. I don't conform to them. I do what I want. I am comfortable in. लोग बोलेंगे, लोग क्या बोलेंगे, अगर ये सोच के चलोगे तो आप अपने पैर पे खुद कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हो. You are, digging your own grave by thinking what people will think about me. People are not going to give you anything when you are in trouble. Remember that. All of you, I will address you and tell you this. Nobody will come to your need when you are in trouble. And this is my personal experience. Very few will come. Very few. There will be very few friends who will be your real friends or your real brothers and sisters. But otherwise, all those people who wanted you to wear Van Heusen and Louis Philippe and Le Cartier and all that will not even look at you. That is the problem. So yeah, I agree with you, Sonia ji, that this is it. But हमको आज अपनी सोच बदलनी है, और इसीलिए हम ये सेशन ले रहे हैं, और ये हम जो सीख रहे हैं, माइंड ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, फाइनेंस के बारे में, मैनेजमेंट का कर रहे हैं. The reason is this, that we have to be different and change our mindset, because our goal is, our last goal is, major goal, top goal is that we want financial freedom and time freedom. That is very important. I want financial freedom. I want time freedom. I want enough money. My money life should be secure. Contingent should be taken care of. My needs and wants should be taken care of. And I should have enough time for myself and for my family. Time freedom and financial freedom is very important. Otherwise, paycheck to paycheck, go to office, come back to office, go to office, udao, ludao, khatam kar do. And at the end of the day, you have impressed all these people. These people are never going to be by your side when you are in trouble. You go to a COVID hospital, एक आदमी आपका पास में नहीं आने वाला, कोई नहीं आएगा. So be very careful on that. So 50% only. Adjust your life. Start karo. You see what will happen is once you start, suppose you are earning a lakh of rupees today. Yes, of course, Ram Singh ji. What I am trying to give you an example is suppose you are earning 1 lakh of rupees. Okay. आप बोलते हो 50,000 में मेरा घर नहीं चल सकता. 50,000 में घर नहीं चल सकता. But today if you decide that I am going to try and do a proper financial planning, budgeting, I will do budgeting and I will try to complete my expenditure necessities of the month within 50,000 rupees. एक महीना. बहुत स्ट्रेस है, बहुत टेंशन है यार. 50,000 में कहां से पूरा होगा? मेरे खर्चा ही लाख के ऊपर जो होता था, क्रेडिट कार्ड भी जाता था. 50 में कैसे करना है? You work on it, you find a way. You are struggling the first month, second month, third month. Believe me, money is an energy. Once you start, respecting it and putting it in the right perspective, you will find that your income of 1 lakh is actually going up to 2 lakh. So 50% of that you are going to get actually 1 lakh rupees to spend. Rather than spend 100% and spend that 1 lakh fully. I'm just giving an example. Tomorrow you will end up in 2, 3, 4, 5 months of a little bit of struggle, 2 lakh of rupees. So 1 lakh is coming to you and the other part is also getting into the right jars. So your other financial security is also magnificent now. और आपको मजा आने लगा है. आपकी लाइफ में you are finding money is growing. Initial few months will be a challenge, no doubt about it. There are people who have what challenge they have today. They say कि सर 50% तो बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. हमारे एक ब्रह्मम जी हैं, यहाँ पर आते रहते हैं. He is our senior RYB advanced participant. ब्रह्मम जी बोलते हैं, क्वेश्चन रेज किया था एक सेशन में. ब्रह्मम जी बोले सर what about if I am earning 3 lakh of rupees per month and 1.5 lakh is not my expenditure? What do I do with the balance money? My expenditure is only 50,000. That's more than enough for me. And balance 1 lakh, 50% for necessities. I don't have so many necessities. मैं 1 लाख रुपया क्या करूं? उसका भी एक फॉर्मूला है कि how to use your balance the surplus money that you have. So there are people who have reached that level and they are no rocket science people, guys. These are standard workers doing a job like you, me, or are doing a small business like you and me, who have managed their money well, and today they are on the road to financial freedom and time freedom already. Brahmamji started a few months back and he left his IT job and he suddenly is earning 3 lakh of rupees. His target by the end of the year is 10 lakh of rupees per month passive income. Can you believe that? I can introduce you to the guy. He's our community. Everybody knows him here. And if you want, I will bring him next week and ask him to give you his testimonial for 10 minutes along with proof of what he's doing. With proof. He will show you statements. कहाँ पैसा उनको आ रहा है. वो इतने मजेदार आदमी है. The proof is in the pudding. आपको दिखा रहा हूँ केस. और हमारा ही आदमी है. हमारा घर का आदमी, हमारा परिवार है. And he is a living example. He is not some outsider from some foreign country. No, he is our own man. He is from our own family and community. He has managed to do it. And now he's got a problem. Oh, sir, where do I put my... I cannot spend 50% on my necessities. My income has already started increasing. And yes, he had a challenge. He had a challenge in the beginning. He said, "Yaar, 50% I will not be able to run my house. Though I'm a very simple person, I've got just one wife and a daughter, one daughter only. I will have a challenge. 1 or 2, 3 months of challenge. Suddenly his income started increasing. He managed his money well. He started getting returns on his investments. He started doing very well. Suddenly his income started increasing. Now he's finding what they call a problem of plenty. प्रॉब्लम प्लेंटी हो गया. So this is what happens. Take the first step. देखो, first step has to be taken in faith, keeping the universal laws that they will never fail. What the world teaches you can bring you down, but the universal laws will never fail. An apple or falling from the tree or you jumping out of the window will always fall down. You will not go to the top floor to somebody a beautiful neighbor's house. You will not. You will fall down only. आप jump मार के देख लो. Second one is you have to put 10% towards your financial freedom. It is said rich people pay themselves first. Poor people pay everyone else first. What you focus on expands. So poor people will settle the mortgage loan, जो उनका मतलब EMI है, credit card bill, utility bill, insurance bill. So rich people follow the pay yourself first financial principle. Rich people follow the pay yourself financial principle. The idea is to grow this money so that it becomes a golden goose that lays golden eggs called passive income. So when you put this towards financial freedom, that means you are putting your money into generation of passive income. You are putting this 10% aside for so that it will start fetching you passive income. You are putting it somewhere. This is a jar which is your ticket to financial freedom, and every small amount, it doesn't matter. आप 1 लाख कमा रहे हो, 10,000 अलग से रख दो. Maybe you don't have an opportunity of investing, but put it in a separate account or put it in a separate envelope or a jar like this, मिठाई वाला, उसके अंदर आप डाल के बर्नी बोलते हैं ना हम लोग इंडिया में, बर्नी में डाल के रख दो, उसको बंद कर दो, फिर उसको खोलना नहीं, ऊपर से कपड़ा भी बांध दो ताकि खुले ही नहीं, वो कोई देखे ही नहीं उसको. This will give you money when you have an opportunity, you will spend, and that will start generating passive income for you, and it will lead you to financial freedom. The time will come when you will say, yes, I am now 45 years old, now I am retiring. मेरा passive income इतना है, हर महीना मेरे पास पैसा आने वाला है. Not to worry. Yeah, Sukumar ji.
So this is interesting, and not the first time that I'm hearing, and maybe I'm also practicing it. Investments bhi hai or jo bhi hai, but the thing that you said that rich people pay themselves first, and poor people keep paying others, but the person who is poor is unfortunately paying for all this because he doesn't have the means, right? So how would he start paying himself first? Unless paying himself first means that वो saving करना सीखो पहले. That if that's what it means, then I agree. Yes.
Yeah, Sukumar ji, what happens is this is a challenge. You have to take the first step in faith. Like I said, first few months will be a challenge. It will be a struggle, but you will overcome. It is proven. People who stick to it, they overcome it. Unko that universal law, starts working. We'll come to the other jars also where you'll see it starts really actually giving you barakat, because you cut out. There are a lot of frills in our life. A person who calls themselves we are poor means they are not really poor. They are people who are earning as much as you. आप जैसे हो, आपके ही ऑफिस में, आपके ही पोजीशन पे सिमिलर आदमी होगा जो पुअर होगा और आप रिच हो. उसको वो स्ट्रगल में होगा, बट यू विल नॉट बी इन स्ट्रगल. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू आर मैनेजिंग योर मनी वेल. दैट इज द डिफरेंस यू विल हैव. That is the difference you will have. So you need to be very careful on this. Understood? So ये बहुत जरूरी है. It will be a challenge because you are used to that habit. You are used to that habit कि इतना करना ही है. But अगर आप put your pen to paper, put it on an Excel sheet. There are such kind of things available in our community. People have made Excel sheets and all that where you put down your expense. See what is the real expense or what is the unnecessary expenditure you are doing. There is so much which you can declutter. If you put the pen to paper. If you just think in the air, हवे में सोचोगे, कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. आप बोलोगे कि ये आदमी कैसे करेगा यार, उसका तो लोन है ही, उसका क्रेडिट कार्ड बिल है ही, उसका यूटिलिटी बिल भी है, इंश्योरेंस भी है. आएगा, सब लाइन पे आएगा. अगर आप take the start. Like I said, people's incomes have gone up. People's incomes have gone up, so they are finding no challenge now. They are able to put easily 10%. The barakat starts happening. The abundance, you start attracting abundance because you are managing that energy of money so well. The universe starts paying you. The universe starts blessing you with that money, providing you. That is the providence of the universe in your life working. Otherwise, you are depending all on yourself only. But here, by following certain universal rules, which are actually the fact of life, you are really blessing yourself. Okay. So rich people follow the pay yourself first financial. The idea is to grow this money so that it becomes a golden goose. So this is what we have discussed. This is the part of financial freedom. 10% you have to put aside. Even if you don't have an outlet today, keep it aside. Keep it aside. That 10% you will find it will grow, boss. It will grow and you will suddenly find there is an income coming even without investing it. Long-term savings. Rich people practice delayed gratification. Poor people think only of instant pleasures. Here also you have to put 10%. Here also you have to put 10% in long-term saving. Pehle 10% nikalo. Poor people go for instant pleasure. The moment they see the new Mac computer or Louis Vuitton bag or a Apple phone, 12 Apple 12 आया, अरे मुझे चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए, मुझे चाहिए, कैसे भी EMI पे ले लो. They will swipe the credit card. Worry about the bill. देगा मैं कमा के दे दूंगा. I am seeing this in my daughters, dear. I am seeing in my young daughters. They are earning good money. They say, ले लो यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I am buying. Dad, I want it. I said, are you telling me or are you asking me? If you are asking me, I am willing to go into a discussion. If you are telling me, I will take you in the car and you go and buy the phone. चल, लेके जाता हूँ. वो गाड़ी मैं लेके जाना चाहता हूँ ना, चाहिए ना, तो मैं लेके जाता हूँ. तू ले फोन. तेरे को जो करना है कर. कमाती है तू, तेरा कर तू काम. You have to think. You are not having that kind of earning or salary that you can afford an iPhone. He says, why don't you buy an iPhone, Dad? It is so good for you. I said, I think I cannot afford it currently. The time will come when I will buy it when I can feel that that is an essential thing for me. And why to put so much money? Yeah, I'm not saying it is something wrong. iPhone is very good. Mac computer is very good. You should go in and dream for it. But after the allocation of those funds, you can definitely go ahead and buy it. But without allocation, without any thought process going into it, just taking a liability and putting the money every month on an EMI credit card bill where you are in trouble, that should not happen where the pressure mounts. Okay. So rich people learn how to delay the gratification. They will do it properly and they will most people, rich-minded people will actually have more iPhones or such kind of gadgets. By iPhone, I mean very, very good assets. And they save up before they spend. They will always put it first saving and then they will spend. And that over a period of time of 6 months to a year, suddenly they are able to spend much more than any other normal person. If they also have credit cards, even if they go for installment payment, they know every month, I know I'm getting that income, उसमें से मेरा credit card bill हो जाएगा. I am using a credit card for convenience, not for self gratification or sudden emotional spending, as Sonia just said. It is meant to be accumulated so that you can spend it later on big items such as a new car, the latest LED TV or the dream holiday trip or whatever you want. Long term savings बचा के रखो, उसको स्पेंड करो, अच्छे ढंग से स्पेंड करो और वो पैसा आपको कुछ पैसा देके भी जा रहा है. ओके, चिल्ड्रंस एजुकेशन, मैरिज, इमरजेंसी फंड्स, डेट है, डेट को पे करने के लिए आदमी सेव करता है ताकि वो ब्याज कम हो जाए. यू डोंट एंड अप पेइंग सो मच ऑन इंटरेस्ट. Star number 4 is education. Rich people get educated, poor people get entertained. When Franklin says that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Ignorance. Yeah, you are right, Sukumarji. Very, very, very correct. And there are so many such things available. T. Harvekar said that if you are not growing, you are dying. If you are not growing in your knowledge, in your learning today, you are dying. Gone are those days of the old where people used to do one post-graduation, graduation or a doctorate and say end of story. अब सब किताबें लेके फाड़ दो, फेंक दो, बांट दो. अब आगे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. अब तो हम आराम से जिएंगे, कमाएंगे पैसा और मजा करेंगे. Not today. We all know we need education, we need upgradation. Times have changed. So we need to be always be focused on education and put 10%. Even if you don't have an opportunity to spend, keep it aside on education. Your self-education, that is very important. I am earning a lakh of rupees, 10,000 मैं बाजू में रखता हूँ ताकि right opportunity आने पे मैं उसको अपने growth के लिए, अपने upgradation के लिए I will spend it. And you will find people even in jobs have upgraded themselves and they are now getting promotions and they are getting higher salaries and everything is working fantastic in their life. How much time and money have you invested in yourself? You have to ask this question. Is there any area of your life there where you need a coach, a trainer? And you will find that all successful top people, sportsmen, famous personalities have had trainers and coaches. क्या पागल है वो? Sachin Tendulkar was such a talented batsman, born talent. Why did he need Ramesh Achrekar as a coach, who was not that good a cricketer? Why? Because he knew a coach is always there important. He will always point out, mentor me, coach me. Indian cricket team, I always give the example. Why they have good coaches now, and that's why the team is doing well. Because of the coaches, people who are already talented. Yeah, Sukumarji. Sukumarji, go ahead.
Sorry, I was on mute. This is a very important point that you bring, Captain Saab, because especially previously it was that you had to pay for a lot of things. One, even now, yes, you have to pay for some good certifications, education and stuff like that. But even if you try to spend money on, even if you go on the net, we all blame Facebook and YouTube for, manipulating our minds and whatnot. But we also need to remember that this is something that we can also manipulate. So for example, अगर आप YouTube में कोई चीज subscribe करते हो या you subscribe to something on Facebook or something, educational stuff, there's so much that you can learn. In fact, there is something called as a podcast, which I'm sure many people know. I have learned so much that I didn't have to spend so much on MBAs or anything, and it has helped me a lot in my job. Similarly, people who are in jobs also, people don't realize the value of trainings many companies give. And one thing we can say is, आप किसी कंपनी से उसका पैसा या title लेके ज़्यादा जा नहीं सकते हो, but the education you can always take and go. In fact, it helped me in my life a lot when my company invested in some of those trainings and stuff like that. So that is something I wanted to share.
True. I understand what you are saying, and that's a very important thing. We are very conservative in our spending money. That is a fact of life. We are very conservative because we feel कि हमारा पैसा अगर जो education में हम डाल रहे हैं वो तो waste है और हमको लोग लूट रहे हैं. It is not so. If you really want to go to the next level, you need to have education. You need to grow. I'm not saying you go and do every course that is available, but do a prudent check and learn the things which are really useful for you. You don't have to go and join every course available on the net. But yeah, as you said, there are things which you can manipulate towards yourself and learn. There are so many things which are available nowadays on the internet which are as good as free for massive, educational value. But be prudent in what you are selecting. Don't just go for each and everything because that will be wastage of money and what they call sorry, my video was off, so sorry. What they call FOMO, fear of missing out. अरे मैं ये भी कर लूं, वो भी कर लूं, और एंड में इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करना है. जो एक फोकस रख के चलिए कि मुझे एजुकेशन किस सेक्टर में चाहिए और कैसे मुझे एक ट्रेनर ऐसे कोच चाहिए जो मुझे हैंड होल्ड करके मेरे गोल्स की तरफ मुझे लेके जा सके. 50 किस्म का नॉलेज लेना इज यू कैनॉट कीप इट इन यू यार. Our minds are very limited. If I want to learn everything, I will not be able to learn. But in my field, what are my goals towards that? Whatever education I need, whatever coaching, whatever mentoring, whatever training I need, I should take that. Because that will expedite my journey towards achievement and implementation of the goals that I have put down on paper. And be it in any field, whether it is health, whether it is emotional, quotient, whether it is your spiritual life, whether it is your relationships, whether it is your finances, whether it is any other area of life. where you feel that I have to pick up and come up on this towards my goal and I need help, take a bit of help over there and go up. Otherwise you will be against a wall and you will not go up that first level. एक बार फर्स्ट लेवल लिया तो फिर आप भाग सकते हो. फिर वो फर्स्ट लेवल, फर्स्ट स्टेप थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट होता है, जिसमें एक हैंड होल्डिंग की जरूरत पड़ती है, एजुकेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है, ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत पड़ती है. और देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट, nothing wrong in that. I come across so many courses, but I don't take up all of them. And even certain sessions which are there, I am trying to avoid listening to them also, or just keeping myself mute in those sessions because they are not of interest to me. It will become too much of clutter. यार दिमाग में बहुत सारा क्लटर भी हो जाता है. तो be very prudent, sensible, wise in doing whatever you want to do. Okay. But 10%, even if you don't have the chance to spend, put it aside. वो आपके काम में आएगा कहीं ना कहीं, वो आपके काम में आएगा और आपको नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके जाएगा. देखिए, इफ समथिंग हैज टू चेंज, समथिंग हैज टू चेंज, यू हैव टू चेंज. कुछ अलग करना पड़ेगा, कुछ अलग करना पड़ेगा, कुछ अलग से आपको ज्ञान और सद्बुद्धि की जरूरत पड़ेगी. उस टाइम को के लिए आप इसको रखिए अलग. मे बी ये पैसा किसी और काम भी आ सकता है, बट अलग रखिए ताकि आपका अपग्रेडेशन होना चाहिए. आपका अपग्रेडेशन होना चाहिए. आप उसी लेवल पे नहीं रह सकते. अगर आप उसी लेवल पे रहना चाहते हैं तो फिर तो कोई जरूरत ही नहीं कुछ भी करने की, फिर खाओ पियो मजा करो. लेकिन अगर आपको ग्रो करना है नेक्स्ट लेवल पे तो कुछ सीखना पड़ेगा. और कहीं आपके अगर नॉलेज में एक गैप है तो गैप को फुलफिल करने के लिए यू हैव टू डू समथिंग. टेक द हेल्प. टेकिंग हेल्प इज नेवर शुड बी समथिंग विच वी आर शाय ऑफ. बट एज अ कंट्री, एज अ कल्चर, वी आर वेरी स्केर्ड ऑफ टेकिंग हेल्प. हम सोचते हैं हम सब कुछ जानते हैं. नहीं जानते सर. इफ मैं जानता होता तो मैं अपने कोच एंड मेंटर इन्फिनिटी कार्तिक, जिनको मैं गुरु मानता हूं, मेरे से करीब करीब कम से कम 20-22 साल छोटे हैं, मैं उनको गुरु मानता हूं, नमन करता हूं उनको. सर क्यों? क्योंकि एक उन्होंने मुझे जो सिखाया है वो अलग है, उससे मेरी ग्रोथ हुई है. तो एज इज नॉट द फैक्टर. आई कैन से आई नो इट ऑल. यार मेरा जितना वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है उतनी तुम्हारी उम्र भी नहीं है. I'm sure Karthik is not more than 43 years old and my work experience is 43 years. So what do I tell him? That no, you cannot be my mentor and coach. No, I respect him. सलाम करता हूं उनको. क्यों करता हूं? क्योंकि मैं जानता हूं कि मुझे इतना ज्ञान मिला है और ज्ञान के लिए भूखा हूं मैं. और जब मैं उनके पास आता हूं, I empty my cup and learn. I don't argue with him. I don't discuss with him. I don't get into it. Then later on I will reflect. But initially I will take it as an empty cup. आने दो, आने दो, आने दो, आने दो. सुनो, लिखो, सुनो, लिखो, रिकॉर्ड करो. That's the way it should be. Play or recreation. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So play, recreation भी आपको चाहिए. Rich people know how to enjoy a little now and enjoy more later. But poor people only suffer now and enjoy later, or enjoy when you can. पैसा है तो उड़ा दो. नहीं, 10% रखो और उस 10% को आप अपने लिए, अपने ग्रेटिफिकेशन के लिए, अपने परिवार के लिए स्पेंड करो. ये 10% आपका बोनस है. आपके नेसेसिटीज होने के बाद ये 10% आपका बोनस है. आप अच्छी जगह पे खर्चा करो, अच्छा कपड़ा लो, अच्छी साड़ी लो. सोनिया जी शादी में जाके बताना है तो ये 10% में से आप ले लो कि कोई शादी आ रही है परिवार में, आपका भी सर नीचे नहीं होना चाहिए. परिवार में लोग कहें कि नहीं सोनिया जी आई हैं तो सोनिया जी मतलब अच्छा कपड़ा पहन के आई है और अपना औहदा रख के आई है, अपना पोजीशन रख के आई है. ये 10% में से करो. वो 50% में से मत उड़ा डालो ताकि फिर खाने को पैसा का प्रॉब्लम आने लगे. और बरकत तो इतनी होगी कि आपको ये भी 10% बहुत भारी पड़ेगा कि कहाँ खर्चा करो. तो ये 10% आप उसके लिए रखो. दिस इज द मनी फॉर योर प्ले, फॉर योर रिक्रिएशन. इफ यू फील यू डोंट हैव द एक्सपेंडिचर, वो भी एक प्रॉब्लम होता है. आप रख दो उसको, 3 महीने के बाद, 6 महीने के बाद खर्चा करो, लेकिन अलग रखो. ये 10% को अलग रखो, 10% को अलग रखो, तो ये आपके बहुत काम में आएगा. कोई बड़ा आइटम आप 10% का ले सकेंगे. उस टाइम पे आपको EMIs नहीं ढूंढने पड़ेंगे. उस टाइम में आपको स्ट्रगल नहीं करना पड़ेगा. देखिए आज के जमाने में भी वेरी प्रैक्टिकल. एवरीबडी नीड्स अ रेफ्रिजरेटर, अ गुड रेफ्रिजरेटर एट होम. सपोज योर रेफ्रिजरेटर सडनली पैक्स अप, कहीं ना कहीं किसी ना किसी जार में से आप एक्सपेंस उसका निकाल सकते हो. या कोई आपका टेलीविजन चला गया. अब टेलीविजन भी चाहिए लोगों को, तो टेलीविजन भी चाहिए. तो आज पहले 32 का था, 40 का हुआ, 55 का हुआ, 72 इंच का, 70 इंच जो भी बोलते हैं उसको, वो का हो गया। अब बड़े से बड़ा चाहिए, चाहे आंखें दर्द हो जाए लेकिन बड़ा देखना चाहिए घर में। तो ये भी एक सब चीजें, लेकिन आप उस रिक्रिएशन के लिए आप सेव करके उसको अपनी मुरादें पूरी करो, जिंदगी को जियो। मैं नहीं कहता हूं मत जियो, अपने आप के ऊपर डोंट पुट टू मच ऑफ कंस्ट्रेंट्स एंड रिस्ट्रेंट्स, बट योर मनी विल ग्रो सो दैट यू विल बी एबल टू एंजॉय लाइफ. Life is for living it, enjoying the life, not to be living in a poverty status. When we are talking of financial freedom, when we are talking of time freedom, we are asking you to have life and life in abundance, a life of abundance. You have to change from the lack to the abundance mentality, from the poverty to a richness mentality, from a pauper to a millionaire mentality. Whatever we are saying is to go to a millionaire level, to that level where you have abundance. कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं है, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, पैसा है मेरे पास, हर चीज भरपूर है, अबंडेंस है मेरे पास, ये जरूरी है. And last and the most important one is give 10% minimum. 10% देना सीखो. Poor people will think of scarcity, rich people will think of abundance. ये मैंने देखा है, हजारों बार देखा है. Poor people will feel that since they don't have enough for themselves, they cannot give to others. मेरे पास है ही नहीं यार, मैं कहां से 10% तुम बोल रहे हो? लाख रुपया मैं कमाता हूं, 10,000 रुपया कहां से दे दूं यार? 10,000 कहां से दे दूं? 90 में तो मेरा घर चलता है और लाख में चलता है, मैं 10,000 कैसे निकालूंगा? मेरे को पेट में दर्द हो जाएगा 10,000 दे दिया किसी को तो. कोशिश करो कुछ महीने कोशिश करो, भरपूर भंडार आपके ऊपर आएगा. शावर्स ऑफ ब्लेसिंग विल कम अपॉन यू, बिकॉज दैट इज द यूनिवर्सल लॉ. With the measure that you give, that measure and multiple measure it will be given to you. As you sow, so shall you reap. You have to give. That is the universal law of giving. आपको help करना ही है. To the underprivileged, to the people who are not having, you have to help them. And this is a mistake. When they are thinking of not enough means negative mindset. They invoke the law of attraction. I am not having enough. How can I give? So they are invoking the law of attraction and not enough. आप 50 बार दिन में बोलोगे I don't have enough, you will actually end up having not enough. Okay, so this is what happens in our lives. Very, very clearly happens. The first step is in having more money is to have the abundant thinking and the giving mentality. My coaches and mentors told me, if you want to earn, say for example, 3 lakh of rupees per month, be ready in advance. 30,000 अगर तुम पहले ही दे सकते हो, दे दो, प्रोविजन कर दो. 30,000 का मैंने 30,000 दे दिया, कमिट कर दो, लिख दो, पेपर पे लिख दो, कहां देना है वो भी नक्की कर लो. अगर पैसा है बैंक में तो अगर जिगर है आपके अंदर, मर्द हो, तो 30,000 फेथ में दे दो. 3 लाख कैसे नहीं आएगा वो भी देख लेना. बोलिए सुकुमार जी.
या तो इसमें ये एक चीज जानना था कि मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट कि मेरे पास नहीं है देखने के लिए. तो अगर आज आप जैसे देखते हैं कि ऑनलाइन क्राउडसोर्सिंग होती है कई चीजों की, कि ये जो केटो हो गया, मिलाप हो गया, जिसमें लोग हर चीज के लिए दे आर आस्किंग फॉर मनी फॉर व्हाटएवर इट इज. देखा जाए तो आप 150 रुपए भी दे सकते हो, 500 रुपए भी दे सकते हो एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. बट आई थिंक इस चीज में आई मीन दिस इज माई ओपिनियन that giving is not the problem, but today the avenues are too many for a start, and we really don't know what impact it is having. When I'm saying what impact it is having, आप 500 रुपए का तो आप 500 रुपए का impact नहीं देखोगे, but ये देखना चाहते हो कि are we really giving to the right place or not, even the branded ones. So the point is, for me, I mean, I don't know about others, for me I feel that it is देना तो चाहते हैं. जैसे आपने बोला 10%, अगेन अभी तक ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, अगर मैं ऑनेस्टली बोलूं तो मैं जिगर नहीं अभी तक. बट हाँ, पूरे साल में ऐसे करते करवाते कहीं ना कहीं आप दे देते हो, कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है. मतलब नाना करते हुए 5-6 हजार तो ऐसे निकल जाते हैं, ऐसे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट इज दैट मेकिंग अ गुड इम्पैक्ट? इज इट गोइंग टू द राइट प्लेस? दैट हैज बिकम अ बिगर प्रॉब्लम, इज माय ओपिनियन.
सुकुमार जी, if you decide to give 10% and put it into a different account, okay, and are in a willing position कि आज मैं अगर 1 लाख की सैलरी कमा रहा हूँ, 10,000 मैं जरूर दूंगा इस महीना, नेक्स्ट महीना. और अगर आज मुझे एवेन्यू मिल रहा है तो मैं उसको 10,000 को परे रख रहा हूँ, अलग अकाउंट में डाल के रख रहा हूँ, या बकेट में डाल के रख रहा हूँ, या जार में डाल के रखा हूँ. आपको एवेन्यू मिलेगा कहाँ देना है. Avenues are plenty and good avenues are available. Good avenues are available, reliable, where actually you will be able to do it yourself. Go and give it yourself where you know this person is benefiting. तो वो आपके लिए एवेन्यू खुल जाएगा. जब आप गिविंग का माइंडसेट रखोगे ना तो आपको 100% मिलेगा. आपको अननोन जगह पे नहीं देना है, आपको जो आपको पता नहीं है वहां नहीं देना है, और वेदर इट इज गोइंग टू बी यूटिलाइज फॉर द राइट पर्पस, ब्रांडेड पर्पस, वो आपको नहीं करने की जरूरत है. आपको एवेन्यू मिलेगा जहां आपको प्रूफ मिल जाएगा कि हाँ आपने जो दिया वो किसी के जिंदगी में एक मेजर बदलाव लाया है, एक मेजर बेनिफिट उसको मिला है. वो एवेन्यू आपको 100% मिलेगा. पर आप पहले 10% अलग रखते जाइए, आपका जो इनकम है वो उसमें बढ़ोतरी आएगी. देयर विल बी एन इंक्रीज इन दैट. यू विल सी abundance coming in from various quarters. This is the law of giving. This is universal. There is no dispute on this. There you can dispute on all the other 5 laws, 5 jars, but this has got no dispute. 10% universally, all the faiths of the world, all the gurus of the world, all the mystics of the world, all the religions of the world, 10%, एक दशांश आपको देना है और देना है. अगर आप इस प्रिंसिपल को फॉलो करे हुए आंख बंद करके, आपके घर में बरकत और भंडार आएगा निसंदेह, विदाउट एनी डाउट. 100%, कोई डाउट नहीं है इसमें. आप आजमा के देख लीजिए. आप सिर्फ उसको अलग रखिए और आपको एवेन्यू भी मिलेगा और आप बरकत भी देखो कैसे आती है आपकी. इट इज अ फैंटास्टिक वे टू रियली अर्न मनी. लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, माय मेंटोर्स टोल्ड मी, जिगर है 3 लाख कमाना है, अगर नेक्स्ट मंथ में चाहिए आप भी 30,000 रुपया दे सकते हो क्या? है जिगर? बताओ. है जिगर तो आएगा. नहीं जिगर है तो फिर कतराएगा, नहीं तो आएगा. है कितना जिगर रखते हो, कितना फेथ रखते हो इस यूनिवर्सल लॉ में कि एज यू सो यू शैल रीप. डू आई बिलीव इन दैट? If you do not have enough money right now, give money. If you do not have enough time right now, give time. They are saying three places where you have to give time, your 10%. One is your time, talent and treasure. टाइम का 10% दो, टैलेंट का, आपका जो हुनर है, एंड ट्रेजर इज योर फंड्स, योर फाइनेंसेस. 3 T's are very important. Give 10% of your 3 T's and you will find you will have abundance of time, abundance of more talents coming into your life, and you will get better and better and better, and you will get richer and richer and richer in your finances. Treasure में आपका treasure बढ़ता ही जाएगा. This is indisputable. Time, talent and treasure at 10%. Give it. That is not for you. किसी का भला करने में, किसी को giving them good advice, giving them love, care, happiness, listening to somebody, going to a patient and asking him, बेटा क्या हुआ तेरे को, क्या तकलीफ है, कोई relative, कोई friend, whatever, just go and give them your time. Be compassionate, be empathetic towards people. It will change, boss. You will become the happiest man in this world like I am. I'm the happiest man in this world. I proclaim from the rooftop, every session, every testimonial. You will come to that level.
This is very, very ये सब सुना है, but the way you put it, I think it is hitting differently. So really thank you. Yes.
आजमाओ. मैं इसका लिविंग एग्जांपल हूं कि आप आजमाओ और आपको पक्का मिलेगा. आपको जो अंदर से जॉय मिलेगा ना, जो हैप्पीनेस मिलेगा, जो बरकत मिलेगी, इनएक्सप्लिकेबल. You cannot put it on words, and that you enjoy yourself. Don't share it with anybody. Nobody will understand you. घर वाले, friends, neighbors, everybody will think पागल आदमी है. अरे कोई बात नहीं, पागल है तो यार, मेरी खुशी अलग है. मैं दारू नहीं पीता हूँ तो क्या हो गया? क्या मैं नशा नहीं, मैं नहीं हूँ? क्या मुझे सुरूर नहीं है जिंदगी का? मेरे को ज्यादा सुरूर है. मुझे ज्यादा सुरूर है जिंदगी का. Though I haven't had a drop of liquor in my life for the last 26 years.
Wow.
You tell me what you want to do. A person who can बोलता है दारू नहीं पिएगा तो गाना कैसे गाएगा, दारू नहीं पिएगा तो डांस कैसे करेगा, मजे कैसे करेगा. मतलब कितना मजा करता है तू, बता. तू कितना डांस करेगा? तू मेरी आधी उम्र का, मैं तेरे से डबल डांस कर लूंगा. तू कितने गाने गाएगा? मैं तेरे से ज्यादा गाने गा दूंगा, पुराने नए सारे. बोल, सुरूर है, वो सुरूर है. That is the spirit of God, not the spirit of the world. You are having the spirit of the world. I have the spirit high on the spirit of the world. And that spirit of God is from the people of God. They are the ones who are visible, not the people who are abstract God. Abstract God, nobody will understand. But the God who dwells in Sukumar, God who dwells in Ram Singh, God who dwells in Puneet, God who dwells in Nitesh and Haresh and Ajay ji, Dr. Sonia ji, all the people who are here, Sagar ji, all of you. There is a God who dwells in all of you, guys. And that God is what I want to, the God in me speaks to the God in you and touches you and touches your life. And we have a rock and roll together. मजे करेंगे. दिल से दिल मिल गए तो और उससे बड़ा रॉक एंड रोल क्या होगा. तो देने का ये जो चीजें है ना, ये आज पढ़ने के बाद इसको अमल कितने करते हैं, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू कैन इंप्लीमेंट इट इन योर लाइफ इज द क्रक्स, इज द कोर क्वेश्चन. वेरी सिंपल टीचिंग, short teaching. How many of you can implement it in your life? You will find this all over the net. If you search for it, it's a different thing. What I'm trying to tell you is to touch your heart directly. I challenge you, how many of you can implement it in your life? सुन के चले जाना, भूल जाना बहुत आसान है. Implement करो, नहीं आएगी बरकत तब बताना. Abundance will come. That is the challenge. Abundance will come, but use it. Do it to the T. फिर 10% यहाँ वहाँ नहीं करना, फिर 10%, 5% यहाँ वहाँ नहीं करना. पक्का 10% है तो 10 बना के फोटो बना के भेजो कि ये मेरे 10 अकाउंट हैं, या मेरे ये 10 बाल्टियां हैं, या 10 मेरे ये बर्नियां हैं. ये 10 बर्नियों में मैंने ये ढक्कन लगाया, मैंने मंगा लिया अमेजोन से या लोकल स्टोर से, और 10 बर्नियां ये रखी हैं सर. ये जो पगार आएगा इसके अंदर चला जाएगा, या तो कैश में, या तो चेक लिख के, या डीडी में चला जाएगा इसके अंदर, या अकाउंट है तो अकाउंट में चला जाएगा. ट्रांसफर कर दिया मैंने, 2 महीना उसका प्रूफ साथ में रखो, प्रूफ ऑफ द दिस थिंग, और बताओ लोगों को कर दिया मैंने भैया, इंप्लीमेंट कर रहा हूं मैं. डिक्लेयर टू द यूनिवर्स विदाउट एनी फियर, बिकॉज यू आर डूइंग द राइट थिंग यार. गलत करने में हम लोग साले वो चिल्लाते हैं, तो ये सही करने में क्यों नहीं चिल्लाएंगे. 10 लोग और सीखेंगे, आपको सलाम करेंगे कि सुकुमार जी क्या ज्ञान दिया था आपने, वाह, मान गए. अब लेवल आपका बढ़ जाएगा. देने वाला ज्यादा अहमियत रखता है लेने वाले से. अब देने वाले बनो. अब लाइफ में ये सोचो मुझे देना क्या है, मिलेगा, अरे बहुत मिलेगा. आप हर चीज में ये सोचो मुझे क्या, मैं क्या दे सकता हूँ. when you come with that attitude in life, no, you are the true millionaire. Whether it is in a relationship, if with your wife, with your husband, whatever, what can I give to the relationship rather than what can I expect from them. Expectation is the mother of all disappointments. This is my golden statement always when I talk of relationship. The biggest killer of relationship is expectation, and expectation is the mother of all disappointments. जिस दिन आप अपेक्षा रखोगे, alas, finish. Don't expect even a glass of water from anybody. Take it yourself. Unless you are incapacitated, not able to move and take it yourself. Don't depend, don't expect. नहीं दिया तो बहुत बुरा लगेगा. ऑफिस से आया हूँ, इफ माई वाइफ डजंट गिव मी अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर, आई विल बी सो डिप्रेस्ड, सो डिजेक्टेड. एक पानी भी नहीं पूछा, किसी के घर में गए, अरे पानी भी नहीं पूछा इसने. अरे प्यास लगी है, उठ के जा उसके किचन में, गेस्ट जिसके घर में गया ना, उसी के किचन में जाके बोलना मैं पानी लेने आया हूँ. कितना मजा आएगा. क्या फर्क पड़ता है. सी आई टेल यू, every time that is my birthday, by 12 till 12 o'clock I wait. After that I start calling up people. I start with the elders first. Uncles, aunts, बूढ़े हो गए हैं, उनको पहले फोन करता हूँ कि बुआ जी आशीर्वाद दे दीजिए, आज जन्मदिन है. आशीर्वाद. और किसी फिर आते आते नीचे, यार विश मी बॉस, क्या कर रहे हैं तू, मेरा बर्थडे भूल गया. विशेष मांग रहा हूँ ना यार. ईगो का एका, तूने मुझे विश नहीं किया, मैं रोके जिंदगी अपना बर्थडे खराब कर रहा हूँ, अपना साल खराब कर रहा हूँ. उससे अच्छा द पीपल हु मैटर टू मी, इवन इफ दे हैव फॉरगॉटन, आई कॉल देम अप माई सेल्फ. यार क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार. थिंग इज दैट यू नीड गुड विशेस. वो भूल गया या याद रखा, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. आपने गुड विशेस चाहिए, आपने मांग के ले ली, ब्लेस मी, विश मी, ब्लेस मी, कितना मजा आता है. वो भी बोला रहे सॉरी यार भूल गया. कोई बात नहीं, कोई भूल गया तो मुझे, मैं हूं ना याद दिलाने वाला. जिंदगी बहुत बिजी है यार, मैं समझ सकता हूँ तेरे प्रॉब्लम भी, लेकिन मैंने मांग लिया तो मजा, कितना मजा आता है. प्यार कितना बढ़ता है सोचो. अगले साल फिर वो जरूर याद रखेगा, फिर और 10 लोगों को और फोन करने का मौका मिलेगा. इतनी बड़ी कम्युनिटी है. तो
awesome.
एंजॉय लाइफ बॉस, मजा करो, रो मत लाइफ में, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, वो नहीं है, वो नहीं, कुछ नहीं यार, सब कुछ है। लाइफ इज अ फैंटास्टिक थिंग, एवरी डे इज अ फैंटास्टिक डे। लिव लाइफ किंग साइज, एक सिगरेट का ऐड आता था, लिव लाइफ किंग साइज।
I know.
So guys, this is it from my side. I end the slideshow and open to any discussion, any questions, any answers. Sagar ji, Sonia ji, Sukumar ji, Nitesh ji, Ajay ji, Harish ji, Ram Singh ji, Puneet ji, कोई भी प्रश्न? हाँ बोलिए सोनिया जी, बोलिए।
नहीं सर, वो सुकुमार जी उस टाइम बोल रहे थे कि एग्जैक्टली कोई मिलता नहीं है, तो मैं उनसे बोलना चाह रही थी कि जैसे हम लोग करते हैं, बैंगलोर में एक ऑर्फनेज है केवल लड़कियों का, तो वहां पर जाते हैं और वो लोग खुद ही उनका खाना वगैरह अरेंज कर देते हैं, और इट इज वेरी लाइक प्लीजिंग थिंग। एक्चुअली मैं अभी तक करती थी, केवल हम लोग नवरात्रा बहुत मानते हैं, 9 दिन देवी पूजा होता है, और उस दिन हम लोग 8th डे जाकर के और उस ऑर्फनेज में खाना करते हैं। तो इट इज एक्चुअली कि वो बच्चियां क्या होता है, रिजेक्टेड है, कोई ऑर्फन है, कोई के सिंगल पेरेंट है, या कुछ अनवांटेड किड्स भी है वहां पर, बट इट इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल टू सी देयर। और एक दूसरी चीज जो आज आपकी बात से लगी, मैंने सोचा था एक बार, सर मुंबई में जो टाटा मेमोरियल सेंटर है, अगर आप उसके बाहर जाएंगे तो पेशेंट्स के रिलेटिव्स रोड पर रहते हैं, उनके पास खाने के लिए पैसा नहीं होता, और मुंबई जैसे शहर में वो लोग जगह अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, मतलब क्योंकि एक बार ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कोई जाता है ना, तो वहाँ 15 to 20 days उनको मिलता है ट्रीटमेंट के लिए। So I hope that will be a best place for you to go.
Yeah, Sonia ji, exactly what I was going to say, but you took the words of my mouth. Any such like Tata Cancer Hospital or any such hospital, when you go, you will find there are people who are actually, आप किसी को संस्था को वहां पर मत दीजिए, आप इन लोगों को दीजिए, और उनको जरूरतमंद की चीजें लाके दीजिए। आपका आधा पौना घंटा निकल जाएगा उसमें, लेकिन आपको बहुत ग्रेटिफिकेशन मिलेगा कि नहीं, मैंने इनको अपने हाथ से दिया, अपने हाथ से इनको खिलाया, अपने हाथ से इनका खर्चा पूरा किया, इनका मेडिकल बिल दिया, इनको दवाइयां ला के दी। वो एक दिन का टारगेट रखिए, हफ्ते में, महीना में, 2 दिन का ऐसा रखिए, तो छुट्टी के दिन में ये जाके करूंगा, आपको बहुत मजा आएगा और आपका पैसा सही जगह पे जाएगा, बरकत आप पाओगे। और उनके लाइफ में तो वो आपको जिंदगी भर याद रखेंगे, और वो जो खुशी है ना, वो अलग खुशी है सर। जब वो आपको याद करेंगे और आपको हर बार त्योहार पे आपको विश करेंगे, आपको दुआ देंगे, आपके लिए बहुत कुछ वो लोग करेंगे, आप सरप्राइज हो जाओगे। एक छोटा सा भी किसी के लिए किया ना, वो बहुत आगे बढ़ता। मैं एक सिंपल सा किस्सा बताता हूँ आपको। मैं जब शिप पे था तो एक स्टूवर्ड था मेरे साथ, रूम स्टूवर्ड था। तो उसने मुझे कहा कि सर मैं ना ये इसमें कमा नहीं पा रहा हूँ, मुझे डेक में एक सीमन बना दो आप। मैं मेहनती लड़का था, तो मैं मैनेजमेंट पोजीशन में आया, तो 1 साल के बाद मैं ऑफिस में आया मैनेजमेंट में, तो मैंने इसको बोला कि तू ये ट्रेनिंग कर ले छोटी सी, और मैं तेरे को प्रमोट करता हूँ। मैंने उसका डिपार्टमेंट शिफ्ट किया, और वो बंदा फिर बरकत करने लगा। ही स्टार्टेड अर्निंग गुड मनी। आप मानोगे नहीं, स्टेज समवेयर वेरी फार, ऑलमोस्ट 60-70 kilometers, more than that also, in a place called Vasai or somewhere, and I was in the central Mumbai. Every year without fail he and his wife will come by train। वो मेरे लिए आम, मेरे लिए प्याज, घर का उगा हुआ उसकी खेती का, वो मेरे लिए लेके आके, एक बार उसकी वाइफ आई, वो प्रेग्नेंट थी, वो प्रेग्नेंट भी लेके आई। क्या कर रहे हो तुम, क्या कर रहे हो? वो अगला है, मैं उसको मना करता हूँ, लेकिन उस बोलता है सर ये हमारा प्रेम है, आपने जो हमारे लाइफ में किया है और हमारे लाइफ को किया। Trying to brag, but I'm telling you, this is the gratitude level people have, and the blessing that you get are tremendous, because these people are so grateful कि आपने उनकी लाइफ में कितना बड़ा बदलाव लाया है। मैंने क्या किया? कुछ भी नहीं किया। मैंने सच में बताऊं, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया। उसका नाम डाल दिया, वहां पे वैकेंसी था, इसको प्रमोट करो यार, ये बंदा अपना अच्छा है, इसको शिफ्ट ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट दे दो। पर मेरी एक नोट की जरूरत थी टू द अक्रूइंग डिपार्टमेंट, जस्ट 1 note with my signature, please change this guy's department and put him as a deck seaman। उसकी लाइफ बदल गई। 4,000 रुपया महीना कमाता था, 15,000 कमाना चालू किया, 15 का 30 हुआ, 30 का 40 हुआ, 50 हुआ, बढ़ गया आगे वो बंदा। मेक अ डिफरेंस, गो। Opportunities God will give you. You go, take the first step. God will take 100,000 steps towards you, and you will be a joyful man. 100%. मजा आएगा लाइफ जीने में.
Yeah, I think
मिसाल बनो सर, मिसाल बनो, मिसाल बनो. पैसा तो सब कमाते हैं, पैसा सभी कमा लेते हैं. Don't worry about money. Money you will earn. Money is byproduct. Money is never. I never call money as an income. I call it as an outcome. Money is an outcome. It is not income. Money, इसके ऊपर गौर करना आज रात को. Money is not an income. It's an outcome. It's the outcome of what you are doing.
I think the way you and Sonia ji have talked about this, it's really good. Because honestly speaking, किसी चीज की कमी नहीं है, but you know, like we discussed in the very first session, जो आपने बात बोली थी gratitude की. Gratitude is something that I'm practicing for the last 5 years or 7 years or whatever it is. क्या होता है, ज्ञान आता है कभी-कभी, तो समझ में आती है बात. तो इससे एक चीज समझ में आ गया कि gratitude of course जो आप बरकत बोलते हो वो वापस big time लाके देता है. आज जो सीखा that was next step, because ऐसा नहीं कि हमने कभी किया नहीं है, but वो जिगर वाली बात है, वो थोड़ी अभी लानी पड़ेगी, वो अलग चीज है. बट
आ जाएगा. मेरी दुआ है आपके साथ. My prayers for you, my blessing for you, कुमार जी, it will come. बोलिए सर, सागर सर.
हाँ सर, I just wanted to share a testimonial. आपने जो लास्ट जार के बारे में बता रहे थे कि गिव का जो है ना, 2 months बैक मैंने अपना मतलब जो भी इनकम आता है उसको हमेशा देखता था, मतलब वो स्केर्सिटी माइंडसेट रहता था हमेशा. पैसा अकाउंट में नहीं बच रहा है, अमाउंट मतलब सेविंग में नहीं हो रहा है. तो आफ्टर प्रैक्टिसिंग दिस ग्रेटिट्यूड एवरीथिंग, तो क्या हो गया, आई स्टार्टेड स्टॉप लुकिंग अबाउट दैट मनी. तो क्या होता है, मतलब एक मिनिमम अमाउंट जो रहना है वो हमेशा रहता है अभी, इररेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ माय सीइंग और नो. एंड जो गिविंग का जो बात किया आपने, दैट आई हैव टेस्टेड. में 1-2 दिन पहले ऐसे ही मेरे दोस्त ने ऐसे ही पूछा, थोड़ा एक अमाउंट दे दो करके, जस्ट आई गिव इट. बट उसके बदले में तो क्या हुआ, what confidence he got on me or what trust he got on me, मतलब वो खुल के बात करना एक चीज है. दूसरा इन टर्म्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर जो मैं जो काम करता हूँ उसके रिलेटेड में इट वाज सो मच हेल्पफुल. जो मैं जो दिया था उससे डबल मेरे को आया. So that is one real testimony I wanted to share with you.
Fantastic. It is unproven, sir. It is proven. इसमें कोई दो रहा नहीं है. There is no iota of doubt in this. It is a proven rule. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Anybody else?
सर एक छोटा सा कमेंट करूंगा मैं बस.
बोलिए पुनीत सर, बोलिए.
वैसे I am sure whatever energy that I have seen with everybody in the entire group, nobody is like that. But just a word of caution, because कई बार क्या होता है ना, we may not do it intentionally, पर हो जाता है. Whenever you giving, for example, you trying to help somebody, जैसे हम किसी ना खाना देने जा रहे हैं किसी को, never take a picture of you probably doing something. I'm sure in this group nobody is like that. But मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि गलती से भी unintentionally ये मत करना. That's my only request.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is again the law of nature, where it says that, you know, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Yeah. But then you have already received the award here on earth, and the divine award you are already, reduced. So don't do that. Keep your things in the dark. Don't tell anyone. Don't propagate it. You can always share it as a testimonial with somebody where it uplifts them and they are this thing, but not as a bragging. Intent to murder is very important when a murder takes place. तो murder का अगर intent है, अगर आपको शोषा करने का ये है, तो फिर उसका आप जो reward है वो आप जो divine award है वो आप खो दोगे. नहीं है. और divine award बहुत जरूरी है. divine award आपको लेना बहुत जरूरी है. आप जब दे दो ना, भूल जाओ उसको. कोई भी expectation नहीं रखना कि ये मेरे को कुछ देगा. बहुत अच्छी बात है. वो भला आपको होगा, इतना आप भला करोगे उससे डबल भला आपका होगा, लेकिन अपेक्षा मत रखना, क्योंकि अपेक्षा से निराशा आएगी.
सर ऊपर
निराशा आएगी.
एक्चुअली इस बात मुझे पुनीत सर और आपके बात पे इस पे ये चीज पूछना था मेरे को. आजकल हम कॉर्पोरेट्स में ये CSR चलता रहता है, और CSR में हम जाके पैसे नहीं देते, हम अपना टाइम देते हैं. जैसे गवर्नमेंट के स्कूल के बच्चों को पढ़ा दिया या समथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. और फोटोज तो भरपूर लेते हैं और पूरे अपने न्यूज़लेटर में छाप देते हैं. ये सब कुछ हो जाता है. तो इज दिस राइट, और इज दिस आल्सो or is this again coming for that intention purpose कि भाई हमने किया अभी try करो ऐसा? Is that what would be your opinion?
See, CSR in most of the cases, I'm not saying all the cases, most of the cases, CSR is a kind of a, they do it for their own promotion, for their internal gratification, and also for publicity, and as a compliance at times where it is forced upon them. कुछ एक चार चांद भी लग जाते हैं उनके प्रोफाइल में कि इतना सी है, तो intent is very important. I said intent is very, if the intent is to do propaganda of it, then you lose the award. You lose the divine award. So yeah, if you are doing it, लोग करते हैं, आपका फोटो भी कहीं आ जाएगा जाने अनजाने में. अगर आपका इंटेंट वो नहीं है तो आप बेफिक्र रहिए, क्योंकि एज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ कॉर्पोरेट यू हैव टू समटाइम्स कंप्लाई विद दैट. ठीक है यार, हो रहा है, बट आपका इंटेंशन क्लियर है ना कि आपको ग्रेटिफिकेशन वहां से नहीं चाहिए, तो आपको कोई डरने की बात नहीं है. आपका दिल साफ होना चाहिए सर. आपका दिल साफ है ना अगर, तो कोई आपको दिक्कत की बात ही नहीं. लोग बोलते हैं, अब जैसे बोलते, एक वो फोटो आया था ना, बोलते हैं गोरा बच्चा, एक बच्चा पैदा होता है फॉरेन में, तो व्हाट अ लवली बेबी, व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल बेबी. दूसरा बोलता है अरे यार इसको तो नजर लग जाएगी. नजर नहीं लगती सर. नजर तब लगती है जब आप उसमें मानोगे कि मुझे नजर लगेगी. मुझे तो नजर नहीं लगी, मैं तो इतना सोना हैंडसम बंदा हूँ, मुझे तो नजर नहीं लगी किसी की. कुछ नहीं होता है, कुछ नहीं होता है. जो मानता है इसके अंदर, वो 6 महीने के लिए अपने छोटा बच्चा पैदा हुआ ना, उसकी फोटो नहीं डालेगा क्योंकि उसको नजर लग जाएगी. और जो नहीं मानता है वो पैदा होते ही बच्चे की फोटो डाल देगा, बोलो प्लीज ब्लेस दिस चाइल्ड, इसके लिए दुआ करना. तो आप सोचो कि 1000 लोग उसके लिए दुआ कर रहे हैं, छोटे बच्चे के लिए जो अभी जस्ट पैदा हुआ है, 5 मिनट पहले पैदा हुआ है, उसके लिए लोग 1000 लोग दुआ कर रहे हैं कि भैया इस बच्चे को सुखी रखना. तो वो ज्यादा प्रेफरेबल है कि 6 महीने उस बच्चे की फोटो छुपा के रखना. कोई देखेगा नहीं इसको, माँ बाप को छोड़ के, क्योंकि उसको नजर लग जाएगी. अरे क्यों नजर लगेगी भाई? तू नजर लगवाओगे तो लगेगी, नजर नहीं लगवाओगे तो कोई तुमको माई का बाप नजर लगवाए. सबसे ऊपर वो परमात्मा है, वो आपका रक्षक है, वो आपको कभी भी कुछ नहीं होने देगा. उसको रक्षक मान के चलो. ये दुनियादारी को छोड़ो, कोई नजर नहीं लगा सकता. आपके विश्वास के ऊपर, आप किस चीज में विश्वास करते हो? आप विश्वास करते हो कि मैं जाके गिरूंगा तो आप गिरोगे. आप विश्वास करते हो कि मैं रास्ते पे जा रहा हूं, मेरा एक्सीडेंट होगा, बिकॉज दैट इज लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. दैट इज योर माइंड, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड अट्रैक्टिंग व्हाटएवर यू वांट. यू वांट नजर, तो नजर विल कम. You want that I will, one cat is crossing, so I will get bad omen, then it will happen. You don't believe in it. There are hundreds of cats crossing everywhere in the world. यार, ये इंसान के बनाए हुए ख्याली पुलाव हैं. ये इंसान ने बनाए हैं दूसरे इंसान को एड़ा बनाने के लिए. मराठी में बोलते हैं ना, एड़ा बनाने के लिए, ताकि उसका कोई लेवरेज किया जाए, उसको पगला बनाया जाए, उसके कोई पैसे ऐड लिए जाए. बाकी कुछ भी नहीं है. भोसले हैं सर, कुछ नहीं है. आप इंसान का प्रेम रखो बस, देखो कुछ नहीं होता. कोई नजर किसी का माई का लाल आपको नहीं लगा सकता. कोई भी चीज ऐसा नेगेटिव नहीं ला सकता आपकी लाइफ में. अच्छे से चलो, आप अपने प्रिंसिपल्स पे चलो, माइंड को रिवायर करते जाओ, ग्रोथ करते जाओ, माइंडसेट अच्छा रखो, सुखी रहो, दुनिया को भी रखो. मजा आएगा लाइफ में जीने का यार. थिंक इज दैट वी हैव टू एंजॉय लाइफ. वी हैव टू एंजॉय लाइफ. तो माय blessing to everybody is that enjoy life. बाकी सब हो जाएगा. Enjoy life, मजा करो.
Thank you, sir.
बांटो, दो, सब करो. हाँ सर बोलिए. Anybody else? खानेकर सर. खानेकर सर, you are there?
राम सिंह
राम सिंह
सर जी बोलिए.
सर, गुड इवनिंग.
हुकुम
सर,
सर.
मुझे 2 चीज बोलना है. एक तो जो सर बोले थे कहाँ में आदमी मिलेगा, कैसा मिलेगा. एनीबडी कैन सी लोकल एरिया, इन लोकल एरिया दे कैन फाइंड आउट. नाम कुछ लोग है, गरीब आदमी है, उनको कुछ भी जरूरत है, कपड़ा लत्ता पैसा जो भी है खाने की जरूरत है वो दे सकते हैं. या बहुत सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, NGO है, उनको दे सकते हैं. और देने के बाद में फोटोग्राफ वाले बिल्कुल बात सही है कि फोटोग्राफ नहीं लेना चाहिए या सर्टिफिकेट नहीं लेना चाहिए कि हमने दिया बोल करके, क्योंकि आप दे रहे हैं, ऊपर वाला देख रहा है आपने कितना दिया है, वो आपको किसी को दिखाना नहीं है. ठीक है सर. So that is the things you can find out in local area also. Needy people, needy poor who can be given any amount of cloth, food, or whatever it is there. And NGO also there. you can give. I need not to tell, I need not to have any proof, sir. और आपका आज का सेशन बहुत ही तगड़ा रहा, फैंटास्टिक सर, थैंक यू
मैं
सो
एक
मच।
चीज ऐड करूंगा, राम सिंह जी जो बोल रहे हैं उसको मैं एक चीज ऐड करूंगा। एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट बात आप याद रखिए, जब आप कुछ देना चाहते हैं ना, स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द इनर सर्कल। इनर कॉन्सेंट्रिक सर्कल जो होता है ना, आप, माँ बाप, भाई बहन, कजिन्स, अंकल्स, आंटीज, उनको पहले कॉन्सेंट्रेट कीजिए। कई बार होता है लोग बाहर जाके देने की 10 किस्म की करते हैं कोशिश, लेकिन अपने माँ बाप को, अपने भाई बहन को, अपने रिश्तेदारों को, अपने अजीजों को, अड़ोस पड़ोस में जो एक्चुअली तकलीफ में है, उनको नहीं देते। बाहर देने के लिए ढूंढ रहे हैं कि कौन चाहिए। If you look into your internal circle, first circle, second circle, third circle, you will find I'll tell you hundreds of people who are not giving to their parents, who are actually needing the money. वो बाहर जाके लाखों रुपया बांट रहे हैं। अरे तेरा भाई, तू बहुत प्रगति कर रहा है, तेरे पास बहुत पैसा है, तेरा भाई भूखा मर रहा है, उसके पास इनकम नहीं है, वो तेरे को देना है 2 लाख रुपया दान। अरे उसको मदद करना जाके, किसी को बोल मत, उसकी मदद कर, उसको बुला, बेटा क्या प्रॉब्लम है, तू मेरा भाई है, मेरा खून है यार, मैं एक कोख से पैदा हुआ है, तेरे को अगर तकलीफ है मैं पहले तेरी मदद करूं ना, मैं बाहर किसको जाके ढूंढूं यार, मुझे ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर आप इस माइंडसेट से जाएंगे ना, आपको हजारों लोग मिलेंगे अपने इर्द गिर्द, पास में। किसी को भूखे को ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। परिवार में, इनर सर्कल में, फ्रेंड सर्कल में, कई फ्रेंड सर्कल में, स्कूल ग्रुप्स में कई ऐसे दोस्त हैं जो पैसा नहीं है, किस्मत के मारे हैं सर, उनको पहले पकड़िए ना। जी सर, आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम है, मैं आपको क्या मदद कर सकता हूँ, ask them. They are the people who are really needy, and I'm telling you this example. First, sorry for that. Sorry for that. वो पीछे से YouTube
audio problem.
तो ये this keep in mind when you give, first see your inner circle. कभी कभी आदमी इसमें चूक जाता है और देने के लिए 10% क्या 20% दे देता है बाहर, लेकिन घर वालों को, माँ बाप उसके भूखे मर रहे हैं, बुरी हालत में है, भाई बहन बुरी हालत में है, उनको पहला देख राजा, बाद में दूसरे के पास जाना, दूसरे के पास बाद में जाना। सर पहले अपने पास देख, क्या गिला शिकवा है वो भूल जा। होगा गिला शिकवा, माँ बाप के साथ होगा, भाई बहन के साथ होगा, गिला शिकवा, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत होती हैं परिवारों में फॉर स्टूपिड रीजंस। कम आउट ऑफ दैट मैन, ग्रो अप, कम आउट, दैट गाय इज ब्लडी योर ब्लड, ही इज सफरिंग, गिव इट टू हिम मैन फर्स्ट, उसका पेट भर, तेरे को और क्या चाहिए, उससे ज्यादा दुआ तेरे को कौन देगा। अपना भाई तेरा भूखा मर रहा है, मैं बताता हूँ ये लाखों केसेस ऐसे हैं, बाहर बांट रहे हैं पैसा, अपना भाई बहन, अपना माँ बाप भूखा मर रहा है, उसको घर से बेघर कर दिया है, लेकिन उसको नहीं दे रहे। तो क्या तुम्हारा वो 10% किस काम का, बताओ। ये चीज पे गौर करना बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण चीज है।
This again was a gem of a revelation because actually देखा जाए तो जैसे ये 10% वाली बात हमने हर जगह सुनी है और हमने हमें सोचा कि बाहर की दुनिया को देना है। जैसे 2 चीज मैंने कनेक्ट किया, आपने जैसे बोला कि एवेन्यू नहीं होगा, कोई बात नहीं, मतलब हर महीने आप 10,000 एक साइड में रख रहे हो, एंड उस चीज को अभी तक हमने बात किया जैसे टाटा मेमोरियल हॉस्पिटल, ये वो, चलो वो एक बात हो ही गई, बट स्कूल फ्रेंड हो जो शायद बिजनेस कर रहा हो, शायद उसको कोई किल्लत हो रही हो, या कोई अपने कजिन्स में हो, या कोई भी हो, एंड अगेन द अनदर जेम वाज टाइम, टैलेंट एंड ट्रेजर. Not many people may want the treasure, people may want the time also or the talent also, so I mean आज के इस 4th सेशन में पहली बार मेरे को एक अलग सा ही ये लग रहा। पहले तो मुझे लग रहा था कि चलो आई एम जॉइनिंग दिस course, but I think I really have stumbled upon some amazing gems because everybody can make money, this giving money and this entire, it's call it a circular economy, everything will come around as well, and मैं सच में अपने आप को सोचता था कि हाँ मुझे बहुत सारा ज्ञान है, बहुत वो क्या कहते हैं, होलिस्टिक ज्ञान है, बहुत स्पिरिचुअल ज्ञान है, सब कुछ मैं सोचता था। बट ये 2-3 चीजों ने मेरा बहुत कुछ मतलब एक नजरिया खोल दिया. सो very grateful for this. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you so much. It is a connect. It is an internal connect that we have. And, thank you guys all for this. And let me know if there is any more discussion to be done. Sonia ji, thank you for coming on camera. And कुछ और अगर आपके पास सवाल जवाब या कुछ डिस्कस करने को है तो बताइए.
कैप्टन so wisely said, बहुत लोग घर वालों को भूल जाते हैं टाइम एंड टाइम अगेन.
फैक्ट है, ये फैक्ट है घानेकर सर. ये बहुत कड़वा सच है, कड़वा सच है,
बहुत कड़वा सच है, सच्ची में
बहुत कड़वा सच है ये. अगर इसके ऊपर गौर करेंगे ना, रात को नींद नहीं आएगी सर, रात को नींद नहीं आएगी.
I've seen people who are so well to do and everything, वो अपने घर माँ बाप को बाहर निकाल देते हैं, वो अकेले बैठे रहते हैं वहाँ पे. लेकिन and there's so many examples where उनने अपना पेट काट काट के उसको सिखाया, पढ़ाया, किया, उसको अपने पैरों पर खड़ा किया. एंड व्हेन दे आर इन नीड, दे आर एल्डरली, उनको कुछ होता नहीं करने के लिए, दे विल थ्रो देम आउट ऑफ द हाउस. लाइक हाउ कैन यू डू सच थिंग? लाइक इंसानियत भी कोई, अगर इंसानियत भी मैच करोगे तो भी इतना नहीं करेगा कोई. अपने माँ बाप को कैसे कर सकता है? लेकिन
सर ये बहुत कॉमन चीज है घानेकर सर, ये बहुत कॉमन चीज है. और इसी को हम लोगों को ना एक मिसाल बन के आगे बढ़ के इसको बंद करना है, पहले खुद और फिर अपने इर्द गिर्द के लोगों को बताते हुए इस चीज को बंद करना है. और बंद करवाना है प्यार मोहब्बत से, कोई जोर जबरदस्ती नहीं करनी. प्यार मोहब्बत से मिसाल देते हुए आगे बढ़ें और दुनिया को आगे लेके जाएं. बाकी पैसा सब कमा लेंगे सर, पैसा का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
बराबर,
खाना पीना किसी को कमी नहीं, भगवान ने किसी को कम नहीं दिया है. वो सबका पेट पूरा करता है सर, सबका पेट. वो पंछी को खिलाता है, कुत्ते को खिलाता है, साले हमको नहीं खिलाएगा? हम तो उसके अजीज हैं, हम तो क्यों नहीं खिलाएगा? हमारे कर्म खराब है साले, हम खुद ही उसको नकार देते हैं. We are the one who are rejecting abundance. Because he's given us this subconscious mind. ये सबकॉन्शियस माइंड किसी को नहीं दिया, हमारे को दिया. हम साले गलत गलत चीजें अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. इसको रिवायर करना है. इसको रिवायर कर लिया ना, सब फंडा एकदम क्लियर हो जाएगा. Great, great. Good to see you, Ganekar sir. I hope everything is well.
Absolutely. One line I absolutely remember reading in this book, like where your attention goes, money flows and the result shows. That energy flows and result shows.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very
what
well.
do you focus on expands.
Definitely, 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 sir. Definitely.
I read this book very, very, very long time back. Thanks for reminding me that.
Yeah. No. We will implement things over here. What we have heard, read, discussion always helps in implementation, and that is what
absolutely, absolutely.
मैं एक चीज में मानता हूँ कि when I speak, I teach, I coach, I mentor, or I'm coaching, I go back the biggest benefactor of this. क्योंकि मुझे जो ज्ञान इससे मिलता है ना, वो आप लोगों को भी शायद नहीं मिलेगा. मैं बहुत ज्यादा सीख के जाऊंगा, आज सीख के जा रहा हूँ. I learn every session that I take from so many years. I learn. When I teach people or counsel people, I am the bigger learner. I learn more than anything else. So this is a great fun to do this. पैसे के लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं सर हम लोग. Passive income is not for money for me. It is helping. पैसे के लिए इतना टाइम अगर डाल दिया तो बहुत 1000 रुपए आ जाएंगे. कितने हमारे की कीमत बहुत ज्यादा है जो हमने लाइफ में प्राप्त किया है. लेकिन ये मजा है इसमें ऐसे लोग मिलते हैं. देखो अजय घानेकर सर, सोनिया, डॉक्टर सोनिया, पुनीत पराशर, सागर जी, राम सिंह जी हमारे अजीज भाई हैं. ऐसे लोग कहाँ मिलेंगे आपको? ये जो रिश्ता बना है ना, ये जो कड़ी जुड़ी है आत्मा की आत्मा से, ये अमूल्य है. There's no value to this. There's no value to this. Forget about other things. ऐसे तो बहुत सी प्रोफेशन में लोग कमा लेते हैं, छोड़ दो उसको. Anyway, that's from my side, guys. And if anything is there, let me know, or we can go for dinner. हाँ बोलिए सर, सुकुमार सर.
Just one more thing. जैसे ये 6 jars की बात कर रहे थे, तो एक मेरा सोचना ये है, because I'm more on the financial side of things, कि हमें कहीं ना कहीं इन चीजों में शायद ये 7वां जार बन सकता है या नहीं बन सकता, पता नहीं मुझे. But we could also add insurance or risk management in life also. बिकॉज लोग इस चीज को जब मिस कर देते हैं तो इन्वेस्टिंग हो जाता है, आप पैसे जमा कर लेते हो, लेकिन एक सिंपल सा चीज है, आज एक गरीब आदमी एक जनधन अकाउंट भी ओपन कर लेता है, और अगर वो साल के 12 रुपए 13 रुपए दे देता है, he gets a cover of 2-3 lakhs. I mean, that's what it promises. Or anybody can, put some amount and manage their risk. ये आजकल, this should also be built into one of the jars is what I felt, but maybe if it is covered, then
this is already covered under necessities.
Necessities. Okay.
It's covered under necessities. I'll send you a list of necessities. I'll put it on the group. List of necessities. I'll put it on the group. It is covered in that. Covers are covered.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks.
That's part of, you have to do that. That is part of financial management and prudent covers. I'm telling you, I have been very foolish that I have taken a life cover, which I'm trying to ratify now, where I'm paying 10,000 rupees premium every day for the last, I don't know how many years, and the cover is peanuts. But when I got the ज्ञान कि भैया इससे तो आधे पैसे में तुम इससे 3-4 गुना कवर ले सकते हो, तो ये फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन मेरा हुआ. तब तक तो पता ही नहीं था. जो बोला एजेंट ने कर दिया. हमको क्या पता था? हमने बोला नहीं बहुत अच्छा है, एजेंट तो बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत माना हुआ है, अच्छा है, अपनी दोस्ती यारी भी है, प्यार मोहब्बत से बात. लेकिन हमको नहीं, ज्ञान नहीं था. आज ज्ञान आया तो बदल करे. तो we have to, that is part of our life. We have to take the covers, we have to do all this. This is part of financial management. I'll send you the list. आप देख लीजिएगा उसको.
But in fact, the way you are able to articulate, I think one of the examples, अभी मैं जब मेरे ऑफिस में भी एक टीम संभालता हूँ, and the average age is 25 to 30. That is their age. And like you correctly said, पहले पैसे से iPhone चाहिए, पहले पैसे से smartphone चाहिए. All that is good, but they don't think of investing and insurance as well. So the way I tell them is कि भाई ये जो तुम खर्चा करोगे insurance पे, that is 5 times if you go to movie and have a pizza, that will cover your insurance. But the amount you will pay, किसी के सामने हाथ नहीं फैलाना पड़ेगा. And I think आप जिस तरह से इस चीज को बता पाते हो ना, ये चीज आप बहुत अच्छा, मतलब आप जब जार समझाते हो, I think in future sessions people may benefit from it. I mean, humble opinion though.
That is the mission, Kumar sir. That is the mission, to educate people. The problem is there is no education, finance, because मैं तो खुद lack of financial education का victim रहा हूँ, और मैं तो अपने experience से बोलता हूँ. मैं जितने बड़े कॉर्पोरेट में डायरेक्टर था, और मुझे ये सब ज्ञान ही नहीं था. I have no financial education because I was stupid. I told you in my one of the sessions that I did not put my property 2-bedroom hall kitchen in Navi Mumbai on rent for 12 years. That stupid person. Nobody is staying there. First class बना बनाया घर है, पहले भाड़े पे दे दे, कमाएगा हर महीना. नहीं कमाया, गधा था. ये ऐसे फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन, बाकी बहुत ज्ञान है, पोजीशन है, औहदा है, पैसा कमा रहे हैं, सब बात. फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन ही नहीं है ना. ये तो देने के लिए हम आगे आए हैं कि फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन लोगों को दे, उनको नेक्स्ट लेवल पे लेके जाए, ताकि उनका उद्धार हो सके. They can progress. That is important. We'll take it up. कम्युनिटी बन रही है, बढ़ रही है, सब साथ में करेंगे सर. आपको छोड़ेंगे नहीं हम लोग.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anybody else?
Sir, I just like to probably add to what you've already said.
Sir.
See, I mean, I think in 2000 I was doing training for some bank. So we were supposed to train their credit card division. So that's when the product team actually told about that's when I in fact came to know about revolving. For example, credit card का जो आपने example दिया था. कई बार आता है ना कि if you don't want to pay this, then pay minimum of X amount. I am sure all of us are very sound, wise, financially educated here. But कई बार होता है ना, फिसल जाता है दिमाग से, निकल जाता है. Never ever, because I'm sure आपने तो सर एक live example दिया where you said कि 36%, because that's what they say, 3% rate of interest. लेकिन वो बहुत ही बारीक, मतलब अगर आप लेंस लो ना, तब दिखाई देता है कि वो लिखा होता है पर मंथ. So तब से एक गांठ बांधी थी, come what may, never ever revolve. चाहे आपको borrow करके पैसा देना पड़े, right? Do it, but never revolve on the credit card. At the same time, just building on what you've said, banks do not easily do it unless you have a good relationship with, let's say, the bank manager or somebody, right? Yes, in exceptional cases, because see, every organization or a customer looks at lifetime value of a customer. Unko, if they know that yes, he's been doing so many transactions, right, or he's such a valuable customer, they will probably, they can revoke, right? They can take it back. Kar lete hain. But there are times when bank do take a very strict and hard stance. No, we cannot do it. So that's a policy.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah. So
I was very fortunate that I got the waiver, because if they had not waived it, there were two things which I would have done. Either I would have first of course I would have paid. Second thing is I would have probably cancelled that credit card and gone to another bank.
Correct. Absolutely.
So that would be my retaliatory step.
Yeah.
If you are not having any respect for me, then I also don't want to continue with you. They probably understood that, and they said he's been a valuable customer. ठीक है यार, वो भी एक बार बता रहा है कि ये स्लिप हुआ है और पास्ट रिकॉर्ड इतना अच्छा है, तो वो लोग भी कंसिडर करते हैं, बिकॉज उनको कस्टमर चाहिए. अगर उनको मैं नहीं चाहिए होता तो मुझे बोलते सॉरी, पे इट एंड और टेक इट और लीव इट. This is a case to case. Yeah, we have to be very careful about this credit and the interest that is charged thereof. Be very careful, because you could end up paying a lot of money, and there are people in this world who are using credit cards like no man's business, and they are suffering very badly.
Oh yes, absolutely. Sir, I know cases here where out of ignorance they have revolved and still not paid attention to the statement which came next month. They have to take a personal loan of 50, 60, 70,000 dirhams in order to pay that amount back.
True.
But sir, beautiful, lovely session. Maza aa gaya. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And we catch up tomorrow with another special topic. Sir, Sonia madam. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Ajay ji, God bless you. God bless you. Ram Singh ji, Sagar ji. God bless you. Take care. Good night. Catch up tomorrow morning, same time. Tomorrow evening, same time. Bye-bye.